right, so this is how to use Ohm's law to solve for voltage, current, and resistance. So what I'm going to do for you is the first example, number 2 here. Ignore this V2 piece. It's just labeling this component, but it says 15V, and that is my voltage, so I'm going to write that down. It also says the current, I, is 0.025 amps, so I'm going to write that down. And it says R is a question mark. So I forgot to open up my camera. Let me get that opened. And hopefully you guys can see everything and follow along with me. There we go. Let me go a little higher just so that we get everything in there. All right. So don't forget, voltage V, volts V. Current is I, and it's measured in amps, A, and resistance is R, measured in ohms. So whenever you see ohms, you know it's resistance. Whenever you see A, you know it's amps and current, and V's are volts. So number 2, I need to solve for resistance. I come over here. I took V equals IR. I wanted to solve for R. So I divided both sides by I, and I got R equals V over I. So R equals the voltage divided by the current. And I'm going to plug the voltage in, 15 volts divided by 0.0025 amps. And that will give me the resistance for my answer. And 15... put it in my calculator, 15 divided by 0.0025 gives me 6,000. Am I putting an extra 0 in that? Let's just double check because I think I am. 0.025, yep, I sure did. So 0.025, 0.025, and so 15 divided by 0.025 is 600 ohms. All right, voltage divided by amps is ohms for the resistance. All right, and hopefully you guys can see that all right. Doesn't look like it's very well focused. There we go. Next one is number 6, and if you look at number 6 with me, number 6 actually says the voltage is 12 volts, the resistance is 130 ohms, and we don't know current. So how am I going to solve that? Again, I divided both sides by R to get I by itself, and current is voltage divided by resistance. So 12 volts divided by just plugging that right on in there, just like I did here. Plug that right in there. And divided by the resistance, 130 ohms. And we know that our current should come out in amps, right? Current is in amps. And what is 12 divided by 130? It is 0.0923. I'll just put 92, or you could say it is 92 milliamps. Either one is fine. You can leave it as either. It's fine by me. I know them both. But on your test, they might give you an answer that requires millivolts or milliamps. So keep that in mind. Last one, they gave me resistance, 1.25 kilo ohms. Kilo, means 1,000. Right? So I'm going to move my decimal place 3 places to the left. Voltage equals current times resistance. That is Ohm's law. So voltage is equal to the current, 0.006 amps times 1,250 ohms resistance. And therefore my voltage is 1250 times 0.006, 7.5 volts. All right, and that is that. Oops.